How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another Wakai Kami production. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you know we got a special day coming up for all of us gamers. You can kind of call it like a yearly holiday almost. We have none other than E3, and that's actually coming up starting tomorrow. So as you know, the excitement around here is super duper thick in the air, man. We're all pretty hyped to see these new games that are getting ready to come out and just see what these developers have to offer us, man. Essentially, I got a lot of things that I'm looking for this year for E3. Mainly, I usually look at Nintendo. Nintendo usually has me the most excited when it comes to E3. I'm a big Nintendo fan. I will always love Nintendo as a publisher. They make my favorite games, Zelda, Mario, etc. Those type of games. So I'll be looking for Nintendo. But Sony this year has some games, man, that we are eager to see, that we deserve to see after waiting for so long. We'll get into that here later on in the video. But Sony, of course, I'm looking at you. Microsoft, not so much. They're more, I used to love Xbox and Xbox 360. I mean, I would have told you that those were both of those generations. GameCube was my favorite of that generation, of the GameCube, PS2, Xbox generation, and but 360 was my favorite of that generation, of the Wii, Xbox 360 and PS3 generation. So I used to be a really huge Xbox fan, but when it comes down to it, man, Xbox One has let me down significantly. So I don't really care too much for what Xbox has to say, save for the fact that they hopefully will be getting some eyes on the Xbox Scorpio, which that might just change a lot of people's views on Microsoft right now and where they are as a company, because as of right now, the Xbox One, if you ask me, just gets decimated. It gets pooped on, ladies and gentlemen, by the PS4. I don't see why you would have one Xbox One over a PS4. You'd be a fool. You'd be an idiot. So essentially, that's what I'm looking for. Is it going to be a good or a bad E3? What do I think? Honestly, I think we got a good one coming up this year, man. We got a lot of good games in development. With the Switch, being out now, Nintendo's probably gonna bring the house down. And a lot of good games in development. The Last of Us 2, just a lot of games that a lot of people are waiting for, that we've been waiting on for a long time. Hopefully, we'll get to see some Kingdom Hearts, man. Some Final Fantasy, hopefully. Just quick shots of things that are getting ready to release. Of course, we'll get to see some Battlefront 2. So there's games on the burner out here that we just can't wait to bring to the forefront. So I do believe we're gonna have a pretty nice E3. This one's gonna have a lot of goodies for us to actually break down, analyze, and enjoy. And I wish I could go. Unfortunately, I can't go, but I will be tuning in, and I will be keeping up promptly with the things that keep my interest. But without further ado, let's actually jump into the meat of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just start with Sony. Sony. I would say Sony has me excited to the point where I'm definitely gonna watch, and I'm gonna watch it live. Like, I'm gonna watch it while it happens. Sony, I have a PlayStation, and it's my primary gaming system as of right now. It's what I play to experience most new games. So, when it comes to seeing games like Call of Duty World War II, for instance, like those type of games that are going to be on every system that, most people are definitely going to pick up and play. When it comes to seeing Battlefront, like Marvel vs. Capcom, all these games that, that are getting ready to come out that I'm definitely going to be picking up. More than likely, I'm going to pick those up on the PS4. So that's what I'm going to be eager to see that. Sony usually throws a pretty good conference. I usually like to watch their conference. Big names, of course, this year that I'm gonna be looking out for. God of War, man, looks so good. God of War looks so good, man. And I'm eager to see this whole new, apparently Norse, mythology take on it. I hope Kratos is just taking down taking down Norse gods, because, man, that'd be crazy to see Kratos take on Thor or something like that, man. Woo, boy, they had something nice there for us. So God of War, definitely a big name I'm looking out for. Hopefully we're getting on our knees and we're praying to the Square Enix gods, ladies and gentlemen, because you know how stingy they are when it comes to breaking us off. Info. Tetsuya Nomura, he produces quality, but man, dude, does he take his time. Hopefully we'll get to see Kingdom Hearts 3 Hopefully. I mean, we've seen stuff in the past, but just not nearly enough to how hyped up this game really is. This game is hype, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we really want to see it. So hopefully, you know, just gameplay, just give us some hints of some of the worlds. You know, are we gonna get the Star Wars world that we all want? Are we gonna get the Marvel world that we all want? You know, we want to know. Same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake. We gotta see something from that, man. Once we saw just the little cutscene and the little action bits that they gave us, man, they knew we were gonna keep our eyes out. So Sony, bring us the Square Enix footage, please. I mean, we also got, of course, like I mentioned, The Last of Us 2, a big name, and we got a little teaser trailer, but hopefully we get to see some gameplay from Naughty Dog or something big, and hopefully they show it to us on the PS4 Pro and some 4K, man. It'll look fantastic. So some things on my wish list, just, you know, some things that of course I'm not going to go over everything that Sony's going to bring to us. That, I mean, you should know this as gamers, honestly, if you follow Sony, you should know kind of the things that they're bringing. I'm just kind of giving you like my standout names. Some of the things that I hope we see, like, this is just, you know, off the top of my head, I would really like to see another PlayStation All-Stars. Hopefully take another crack at it. You know, try not to emulate Smash Bros so much and try to make something on your own. It would be real nice if we got a reintroduction to that series. A Spyro remaster would be crazy. It would be insane, especially with the whole Crash Bandicoot remaster coming out, or that's already been released. And another Jak and Daxter. I think we are actually getting a Jak and Daxter, so yeah, scratch that. But another Jak and Daxter iteration into the series actually would be impressive, seeing as how we are getting the Jak and Daxter remaster. So that's Sony in a nutshell. You know, there's a lot more coming for Sony. You know, I'm hoping to see a lot of big things from them, seeing as how, as of right now, PS4, I am a big fan. And now we'll move on to my least Microsoft, dude. To be completely honest, I'm not expecting a whole lot of nothing from them. I really can't think of nothing off the top of my head that they can bring to the table, game-wise, or anything of that nature that's just gonna wow everybody, ladies and gentlemen. So, like, that's what I say to Microsoft, essentially. Maybe a new Halo, some kind of Halo iteration. That's all they really got for me right now, man. I love Halo, and I've been loving Halo since Halo 3, man. I've been, like, ever since the first Halo, but I played Halo 3 online. That was one of the first games that I played, like, religiously online, and that's when I fell in love with Halo. So, I mean, anything new Halo, I'd be eager to see, but I mean, as the way that Halo's been going lately, I'm kind of scared, man. 343's been kind of butchering the series, and not in a horrible way. Like, Halo 4 was playable. The campaign was like, it was iffy. But I mean, you know, it was playable at least, and the multiplayer wasn't bad. But man, from Halo 5, from what I see, I'm just not impressed. The campaign looks like shite. It looks garbage. You know, like, and I don't even want to attempt. I tried to play the multiplayer, and I mean, I will say that I liked it. It felt smooth, but I mean, something about it, man. It just, I'd much rather play Halo 3. But I mean, if they got something like that coming to the table, fine. Of course, what we're all eager to see though is Scorpio, and I will take a gander at the Scorpio and see, you know, what are they really bringing to the table to compete with the PS4 Pro right now on the Switch. So we'll see the Scorpio and everything that I'm really just eager to see a price point, to see if I'm really gonna pick it up or not. So, you know, I guess I'm looking forward to the Scorpio, but more Microsoft, not really. I don't really care too much. Nintendo was what has all my hype. And of course, you guys know I had the video, check out my old video about the list that Nintendo has of the supposed games that they're going to actually be bringing to their Treehouse presentation. And I'm so glad that they're doing a Treehouse presentation, because I'm actually a fan of the way that they do that. The last one was phenomenal, so they have to meet those expectations, you know, with that Treehouse. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Hopefully, of course, that list that was on my last video, go check it out. Hopefully, that list comes true, because it had some games on there that we really need to see. Standouts being the Metroid games that were on there. There's a new Metroid Prime game and a new 2D Metroid, 2 Kirby games, 2 Fire Emblem games, Super Mario. Of course, we all want to see Super Mario Odyssey, so definitely looking forward to that one. And of course, I saw Luigi's Mansion 3 on there. That's the big name for me. Hopefully Luigi's Mansion 3 does not drop the ball. I really I want to see that one right there. That has me super hyped. So of course, Nintendo, my favorite, man. Of course, I'm tuning into everything. I'm live stream. I'm gonna watch all the live stream. I'm watching it till it's over. Huge fan. Last year it was so phenomenal with, you know, the whole Treehouse and the whole Breath of the Wild showcase, dude. It was phenomenal, man. I was hooked. So I definitely can't wait to see that again. I mean, and in closing, you know, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to Call of Duty. I want to see some new Call of Duty gameplay and see what they got coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys subscribe and like the video. Thanks.